Welcome back to Cardinal Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Ethan Jennings, and here's what happened in SVSU athletics this week.
The Saginaw Valley State track and field teams competed in the NCAA Division II National Championships in Indianapolis last week. Sawyer Malloy and Xavier Santiago competed in the high jump. Malloy just missed out on the All-American mark, tying for 9th overall. Santiago's efforts earned him 18th place at the meet. The track and field teams will now turn their sights to the outdoor season, which starts on Saturday at Indiana Wesleyan. The SVSU swim and dive team sent athletes to the NCAA Division II National Championships at IUPUI last week. The second day of the meet was the first time some Cardinals took to the pool as Benjamin Wainman and Alexi Heber competed in the 1,000-yard freestyle. Wainman took 13th and Heber took 18th. Alvaro Rodriguez swam in the 100-yard butterfly on day 3 and placed 31st. Heber highlighted day 4, breaking an SVSU record and placing 21st in the 500-yard freestyle. Wainman also swam in the 500, placing 27th. On the final day of the meet, Wainman and Heber secured All-American honors, with Wainman grabbing 8th in the mile and making first team, and Heber taking 15th in the mile to make second team. The 400-yard freestyle relay team also placed 17th to close out the season. SVSU baseball played 3 road games last week. They split a doubleheader with Findlay before defeating Hillsdale the following day. In Game 1 against Findlay, the Cardinals fell behind early and could not recover. They lost 11-6. In Game 2, SVSU and the Oilers battled throughout. In the 9th inning, Buck Snabs hit a chopper down the third base line that tied the game and sent it to extras. Ryan Jarvis then drove in Brady Carpenter to give SVSU a 1-run lead. A fantastic play at the plate ended the game when Lucas Meade gunned out the tying run at home, giving the Cardinals a 6-5 victory in their longest game in a decade. Against the Chargers, SVSU went down 2-0 early but battled back to win 3-2. Connor Cornwell's 2-run blast in the 6th gave the Cardinals the win. SVSU has their first home and GLIAC series of the season this weekend. They will take on Roosevelt for 4 games, with the home opener being at 3 o'clock on Friday at the SVSU Athletic Complex. They play a doubleheader on Saturday at 1 and a single game on Sunday at noon. The SVSU softball team played a doubleheader against Tiffin on Friday. The Cardinals fell in both games 2-0 and 6-1. Macy Ireland pitched her 7th complete game of the season, giving up 2 runs on 2 hits and striking out 9. In Game 2, Olivia Elliott went 2 for 3 and recorded an RBI when Alana Kimball scored the lone SVSU run of the game following her double. The Cardinals are on the road to face Hillsdale for a doubleheader on Wednesday before returning home for their home and GLIAC opener against Ferris State on Saturday, with the first game of the doubleheader beginning at 1. The following day, the Cardinals will host Davenport for another doubleheader beginning at 1. The SVSU women's lacrosse team fell to Dominican, California in their first ever home game by a final score of 21-3. Sarah Veal, Kenda Schlaka, and NL Dykma were the Cardinals' goal scorers, while Dykma also recorded an assist. SVSU has another home game on Saturday when they take on Concordia St. Paul at noon. The SVSU golf teams had both of their respective SVSU Spring Invitationals canceled this weekend. The women's Team A was in 5th place when storms rolled through and canceled the invitational. The men's Team A was in 5th place in their invitational before bad weather hit that area as well. The men's team will play next Monday and Tuesday at the U of Findlay Spring Invite at Boone's Trace Golf Course in Richmond, Kentucky. The women's team is back in action on the 34th for the Findianapolis Intercollegiate at Chariot Run Golf Course in Laconia, Indiana. The SVSU tennis team dropped 2 matches over the weekend to Division I Eastern Michigan 7-0 and Wayne State 6-1. Lydia Leong and Elizabeth Stewart had the Cardinals' sole win in doubles play against Wayne State, and Nicoletta Diamantopoulos picked up a singles win in the match as well. SVSU has 2 home matches this week, the first on Friday at 1 against Michigan Tech and the second on Saturday at 1 against Lake Superior State. This week's SVSU Athletes of the Week are swimming and diving's Benjamin Wayman and Alexa Heber. They are being honored for their solid performances at the NCAA Division II National Championships. Wayman placed 8th in the mile and earned first-team All-American honors. Heber placed 15th in the mile, set a program record, and earned second-team All-American honors.
Thanks for tuning in to Cardinal Sports Weekly. I'm Ethan Jennings, and we'll see you next week. Go Cardinals, and Beaks up.